We're off to kill the mannequin, the wonderful mannequin of the water. Alright, let's go. Where's the mannequin? Show me the mannequin. Where's the mannequin? Show me the mannequin. Where's that? Where's that? Who sees it? Anybody see it? Where's that? It's coming. Just wait. Hold fast, ladies and gentlemen. Hold fast. It'll appear soon. Don't worry. There it is! Get it! Fire! Okay. Cool. Welcome to the world of Fallout, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. And we are at another settlement. We are at the, what is it? Spectacle Island? Yes. Spectacle Island. And it's pretty damn bright. Alright, so today I'm just going to show you like a quick tour. There's not really much done here at this settlement for me. And I'll just kind of walk you through, this will be like part one of this island as I build it up. There's a little bit built here that I've been building throughout the game. As you can see, I've kind of scrapped most things that were kind of like lying around the yard and stuff. In here, I just kind of have a bunch of crappy, or just a bunch of power armor. I really don't use power armor, but I collect it. So I just started putting it all over the place. I like this one the best because he's like looking out at the sea. Like, when's she coming back? She left on the SS Ann Arbor. And then she just never came back home. Sad guy, man. Sad guy. That's why he's all blue. You see that? Is he blue? Yeah, he's blue. He's blue. I'm not colorblind. Don't worry. Alright. So, this is my player's home. And this is pretty much where I've been living out of. Pretty much just the beginning. Oh, don't mind that body there. He was there already. It was not me. Totally wasn't me. But yeah. So, the reason why I've been leaving out of this particular shed instead of building my own home is, for one thing, it looks awesome. Another thing is, I really like the ambiance and sounds in this game, and this is one of the few buildings in the game where you can actually hear the raindrops hitting the tin roof. So I really love that noise, and it's one of the few buildings that actually does that. So I'm very happy living in here. I got a nice little, greenhouse going, a little bit of chemistry. I use some herbs in my chemicals and such. And here I got a kind of basic home. I really don't, need much. I just need a, pot for cooking, and I got some magazines for entertainment, and nice cozy little bed. Got a little warm fire over here. Let's see. That's pretty much it. All right. Let's see. I got some of my favorite guns, and then we have a basketball hoop, of course, because who doesn't want to sit on their couch and play basketball? And the whole idea and theme for this settlement, for at least my idea for this, was that it'd be like a whole bunch of people in small little communities all throughout the island doing different things, serving different purposes, and just kind of trying to live their life on the edge, kind of away from the rest of the civilization, since it's pretty isolated out here. And one of the ones that I built is down here. This is kind of like a fisherman's shack. So, kind of backstory for this guy is that, is a fisherman, lived by himself for the most part, and he built his house a little too close to the shore, as you can see. But he also disguised it really well by building it into a sand dune, so you can't really see it, if you're anywhere else on the island other than, like, walking on the shore happen to be on this side of the shore. But he's also even got this dope little ladder, leads down here. Boom. He's got some storage behind the ladder, some hidden stuff, all of his fishing tackle. And it's just, he built so close to the ocean, eventually the sand just kind of crept into his home, just slowly but surely. And he's pretty minimalistic. He's a fisherman. You don't need a lot. He's got a nice little hot plate, enough for cooking, right? Some pots, pans, and pretty much all of his fishing gear for the most part. I still need to add a little more to it. Probably. Sorry, my mouse is kind of wigging out on me here. It's kind of stuck. There we go. Yeah, so how I did this is I just used a pillar glitch after I built everything into the structure, and then I just kind of use the pillar glitch to actually push everything towards the sand dune and lower it a little bit. But yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Actually, I probably should. Did I add an oil lantern? I did. Okay, we're good. Wait, whoa. Ball peen hammer! Oh man, I always wanted one. Alright. Let's move on to the next one. I'm going to beeline it to this other structure. So I've been trying to build in into the pre-built structures, build like little just enhance those features. So this is already here at a scavenging station. Originally I had, well, I got this cow through the Brahmin trap, and I originally had like a fence going across here, but the cow seemed to glitch through for some reason whenever he wasn't eating, so he would end up out here, and it's like, ah! So I removed that, and now he stays in there permanently. I don't know. He looks happy. I know. Your owners are gone. They're up here. Don't worry. That was not me. But I'm here to take care of you. So this is the whole idea for this one, was that these two people were like a couple and they were farmers. They were dead here on arrival, so I can't get rid of the bodies, so they keep respawning here. So that's pretty much the story of these guys. They're trying to live off the land. They got a little bit of fishing going on here. I have yet to add crops. Okay, I got the picture. He wants to tell the story, apparently. They also have a nice little camping station for, roasting their meals and everything. Pretty bare bones, living off the land kind of folks. Like to live on the extreme. Extreme! Now over here, this is what I'm really excited about showing you guys. This is... I've been thinking about throughout the game, like, what I should do with this particular area. And so since I decided to side with the Minutemen, that this would be like a old Minuteman's living quarters. Like, suppose the guy had lived on the island and kind of supported most of the Commonwealth. And this would be his, like, home base. And kind of like hidden off in these containers here, so that it's not so obvious that he's actually living out here. So you can see some of his fishing tackle in boxes and crates. And this is actually something I was really happy about. I was able to drape this across. And better, in other places it sits better in the container and it doesn't glitch through it, but this is the best I could really do. I could probably play with it a little more, but I'll do that later. And he's got nice little protection for anybody that tries to walk in on his home here. Nice little turret, and then he also has a bathtub. Just in case. Sometimes you don't want to go all the way down there. You want to just have like a bucket or something and just pour some water in there, splash it on yourself. You'd be good. All right, so coming in here, it's pretty narrow, pretty tight, and we have a bathroom in here. This guy even got, he's a clever dude. He got a sink wired up as well as a toilet. And he also built himself a nice little privacy wall here with a bunch of storage boxes. And also a locker for, his pajamas and stuff, You gotta have fuzzy slippers. Alright, so this is one of my favorite spots right here. It's kind of hard to see because it's so narrow. Hey, he's not playing. Okay, since he's a Minuteman, he's supposed to be playing Radio Freedom, but I have to do this every time just to trigger it. There we go. Anyways, so yeah, he's got a nice little cooking station here, and you can see all this trash right here. That's how I was actually able to get everything in here, was the pillar glitch, because the trash, the pillar will actually glitch through that really easily. Instead, it won't glitch through the containers, but it will glitch through the trash on top of the containers. So that was pretty cool. I did originally try to put one of the Raider tents over top of this, but it made it a little too obvious that somebody was living out here, so I just put like a little simple roof over top of where he sits. And he's got some basic stuff. He's got the standard issue 4-crank laser musket. He's also got a nice little sleeping bag in here, a nice little workstation, and foot locker. Alright, so back here we have more of the Minuteman's tackle and kind of the catch of the day, as well as his or her power armor. Yeah, and you can see it's kind of glitching through the ceiling a little bit there. Don't mind that. It at least fits in there. This doesn't bother me too much because I don't plan on building anything too high to be able to see over top of that. I could also build something on top, I guess, to kind of hide it eventually. But for the most part, I'm very satisfied. I like the fact that he's got a lot of privacy with these. I mean, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. You can see it hangs on barely on the edge of both of these. It's probably better to see from out here. Oh, the fishing box! I ruined my atmosphere. Hold on a sec. I must fix this. There we go. Boom. Yeah, it's a little awkward. I'm gonna have to play with this because this is a little bit of a night. There we go. That's not glitching, right? No, that's close enough. Okay. But yeah, I really like this area. I like the old Minuteman lore to it a little bit. I still need to decorate by adding a little bit, some more basic decorations, as with everything else. I think I'm gonna do that when I get mods though, because the mods kind of help with placement, supposedly. At least I hope there are mods that do that. But as you can see, most of the island is pretty barren, and I intend to like build it up slowly in just little small components. And there's one last thing I really want to show you guys, and that's back here. This is something I actually have built up. So on the far side here we have this old boat. So I was like, oh man, you know, I really want to, you know, have some water purifiers and generate some income. So you can see I have like 243 water, and that's actually all back here. And it's being powered by, oh, hey, a tractor. I don't think I've ever noticed that. Can I drive this thing? Give me a car, dang it. Alright. So, as you can see, I kind of enhanced the living quarters on the boat. I thought that would be kind of a cool idea. I just started playing around with the, you know, building on, extending the back of the boat, and it just kind of went from there. And I'll show you actually how to start that process, because this is kind of a nightmare to try to build. Like, this took me a while to try to get right. And you can see it's kind of awkward in spots like that right there. I try to, I'm sure I could probably glitch something in there to get that fixed. But most of the, as you can see, most of the beams are supported by the nice little wooden blocks, or wooden pillars. Okay, so the idea behind this one, though, eventually I would like to add a gate here, but, sorry, wrong key. The idea behind this particular part of the settlement is that this is like, you know, the water purification center. So you come out here if you need water, and this is where you kind of get all your water needs, or water and everything. And this is also a nice little like fishing pier and everything as well off the back here. So walking through here, this actually gives you quite a bit of power to begin with, so I actually didn't have to add too many generators. Now, the front, really, you can see this, I haven't really touched the front yet. I might add like a little stairway right here or something. That's actually one thing I really liked about how this is all set up, is that you can, no matter which way you go, you can always get up the stairs and get down. And then I also have this, actually let's start from the back. Yeah. I actually have this little boat launch right here. Woohoo! Awesome. So, over here we have like a little fishing area. Not too much going on. You know, we have our generators kind of wired off and everything. Then over here we have a nice little storage shed. Got the basics. You can get your little ice chest for the fish. And here's all the water purifiers back here. Some of them I had to actually build like a concrete basin just to kind of put them all at the same level for the most part. But it's pretty shallow right here for the most part, as far as the water goes. Now, alright, let's take a step back here. As you can see, I kind of glitched that through. It doesn't bother me that much. People that are a little more OCD than me would probably be like, ah, you glitched the wooden beams through the steel. Oh gosh. But anyways, it does not bother me that much, because this is quite finicky trying to work in this area to begin with. And how you start it with it is, at least how I started, is you see this particular floorboard right here. There's like enough space right here in between like this little circular area where you can actually put one. And all you gotta do is, as soon as you've placed that first one, you can pretty much start placing the other ones around it. And that's how I started at least the basis for this. So I was pretty happy with how that turned out. And then up here, now this was even more difficult up there. So, actually, let's say, before we go up there, let's take a step in here real quick. and take a look at what we got going on. So you can see the power lines are extended. Got a nice little light. You know, we can turn it off if we want. There we go. But I usually keep it on for the most part. There we go. Down here, just kind of a basic storage shed. Don't really have much in here. The essentials. We even got our own little switch in here for that light bulb. Just like a nice little workstation. I don't know what that's tuned to. Static. Alright, I love static. Boom. Alright. Yeah, it's another place that could use some decoration, especially on these shelves and everything. And there's a locker back there as well. Kind of add to the storage ability. Alright. So up here, let's talk about up here. Now, trying to get that up there was quite ridiculous. I really wanted to continue, you know, the wooden pier just up there. And to do that, I had to actually come over here in the water and build up several concrete floor blocks all the way to the level that I needed it. And that took a while to get that right. And just kind of get it at the right height. And then I had to transfer it over by snapping the wooden floors to the concrete blocks, and I eventually positioned it into the right spot. So that took like probably about 2 hours to get this exactly right. It was actually this one right here, this floor, that actually made the most trouble. So once I got that, you know, everything else kind of came together. I was fortunate that, you know, down here. Oh wow! Wait, hold on. What? Oh yeah, I think I sank that. Yeah, or actually it connected. This is the miscellaneous wooden stair. You can actually attach it to the extended stairs there. But yeah, if we walk up here, we got additional generators, which are like just to power our massive amounts of purified water tanks. And I also, I don't know, I like the look of it, but I put a random, you can barely see it up there, the ceramic conductor. I put one up there as well as a little green light, and then just connected it down here just to kind of continue the flow. I don't know, I like the look of it. And then this is an area I have yet to, you know, decorate down here. I really want to build some, or add some like decorations and furniture down here, because this is kind of, you know, unused space. One thing I don't like about this is you can see it's not really 100% connecting to the ground, but I'm willing to let it go. But you can see I got some good living area down here. I could probably put like a nice bed down here, nice and cozy. But as you can see, I used the stuck. All right, we're good. I used some scaffolding here just to kind of help make the connection, and I had to, you can see it didn't really 100% connect, what do you want to call it, 100% connect to the floor, so I just added that additional raised little plank here. And up here, you know, it just connects and boom, flowed very nicely. And this is a nice little, you know, living area. I really like it out here when it rains. It really looks really cool. I might have to shoot off one of those, take another video of this area and maybe not commentate, just kind of show you the rain, because it's really cool. I don't know. I really like I like the idea of like someone living up here. I wonder if I could rug glitch that into, because you can see it's floating right now. It doesn't. You don't really notice it too much, but, or at least I don't. Just because of the dark colors. I'm somewhat colorblind, so. But anyways, that's pretty much my Spectacle Island. I hope y'all enjoyed. There's probably more to come from this. I'll probably continue building on top of this. Because I'm pretty happy with what I've got so far. Pretty satisfied with everything. Probably fix a few of these. See if I can fix a few of these connections and supporting beams and things like that. But for the most part, pretty happy with this build. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day, evening, night, morning, whatever it is currently. And I'll see y'all in the next one.